Voch is actually like one of the most entertaining people I watch.
on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Hey, Bachi.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son. Did you hear what I said?
Get all your loud sounds out the way. I'm setting up 2 more scenes for the stream. If you got a loud sound, you better knock that shit over.
Did you hear what I said?
We got a hell of a show on the way. Go on, tell him, Jay.
Voch is actually like one of the most entertaining people I watch.
It's fact.
If you need to get a loud scream out the way, do it right now. If you need to go in all caps, get it out the way right now, because it's on the way.
You know you like to get wet though.
Beats Planet.
Flip through this menu, man. I mean, I hate it when a menu got so many pages, but I mean, it's all good. What you want me to say? You know, what you want me to say? Okay, the band is all set up. Oh, man, it's gonna be one of the ones tonight, man. Hope y'all got y'all a cool beverage, you know. Hope you got you a fuzzy pair of slippers. I hope that you are snug as a bug in a rug. Yes, ma'am. I'll have I have some water in the Stanley at 39 degrees. I'll have a Celsius, please. The raspberry acai, if that's okay. And don't forget the apple slices. Last time I came, the apple slices, they were fresh off the tree. Thank you so much. Okay, I need those. Thank you. A 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, come on, chat. What y'all? Yo, chat. Hey, man. Man. Yo, fellas, please. Fellas, you are welcome to blankets. You are welcome to seats. But I don't want no women standing and no women without blankets, please. Come on now. What y'all doing tonight, chat? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Just another exciting edition of the Salt and Pepper. You know, we ain't doing nothing else. We ain't doing nothing else, chat. Glad y'all could be here with me. Shouts out to the Blue Flame. Shouts to the Blue Flame. My band, The Love Pieces. How about them? Thank you. Grab that from me. See, y'all don't know nothing about Celsius. See, I ain't never had Celsius served like this. Y'all always get the Celsius in the red cups. We don't do that here at the Salt and Pepper. We take care of the consumers, you know? See, we have clients in the Salt and Pepper. We don't have customers. We have clients. What y'all niggas know about the apple slice?
Dom the Monko.
Oh, chat, let's get right, please. Let's get right, chat. Make sure you got your water straight. Make sure everybody got a drink in their hand, all right? Meso, I see you. Shaq, I see you. Right Trap, thank you for being here. I know Jazz in the back somewhere. Alpaca blanket for her. Please, por favor. Oh, I know. Diamond, I know the piano going. Listen, let's just... The Love Pieces, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get another one of these apple slices while we going. All right. We got a show for y'all today, chat. That motherfucker said. You ever heard somebody go bitty bitty bitty? We're gonna react to some videos today. Give you a little bit of a cowboy analysis. Tracy Whiskey, welcome. Welcome, ma'am. Come on in. Airborne Bullies, welcome. T-Jack in the building. Freaky ass band, you a 69 guy. Freaky ass piano, you a 69 guy. Whew. Oh man. Chat, we got one for y'all tonight. Thanks for being here. I know some of y'all coming in late. Come on in, have a seat. Armand say, "Do we got peach cobbler?" Nigga, hell yeah, we got some goddamn peach cobbler. We got whatever you want. We got whatever you want in the Salt and Pepper. You hear me? This is what we got on tap for y'all today. Appreciate y'all for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but by way of how the internet works, you are anywhere in the world. But I'm just blessed that you're here with me. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys had a home run derby. They have one every year. Michael Parsons didn't come to this one because he was wrestling 300-pound people, and some people think that's a problem. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Some of them 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Some of them 4. But we have some media availability from some of our beloved players. We're going to listen to Dak Prescott today. Rain Dakota seems to be in good spirits. Yeah, you're going to listen to Zeke. You know, Zeke is going to talk to us. We're going to listen to him. First time hearing from him in a while. Hold on, chat. Wait. How do you not love the Salt and Pepper? We're going to listen to Zeke. Brandon Cooks has some interesting things to say. We're going to tap in with him. Sam Cooks, you goddamn right. That's the vibe we gave him with Sam Williams. I had Brandon Cooks pulled up on the screen there, but Sam Williams said something very interesting. Very interesting. And we're going to tap in with that. And I was minding my business, taking a walk the other day. I was minding my business, and Brock Hoffman has a podcast. Shouts out to Brock. And he, brings on some of his teammates and all that. Some, Virginia Tech players every now and then. He told a story on one of the episodes. But in the recent installment, the most recent, let me just take a second to just sip on this Celsius real quick. Bro, they gave me my shit like this. Like, who give y'all Celsius like this? Y'all ain't classy for real. Y'all still drinking out of paper cups and shit. I don't know. But Brock Hoffman had Wanye Thomas on. And Wanye Thomas said some interesting things that would compound well with what Sam Williams had to say. And I think it's going to all come together well. We're going to react to some of this stuff, and I'm glad y'all came here to kick it with your boy. Now, no loud sounds in the salt and pepper, but I'm your host. Hey. Had to turn that down real low. Work off for y'all for being here. Turn that down. Turn that motherfucker down. Turn that work off down. Turn that work off. Turn that down. No loud sounds, all right? So let's get into this content, shall we? Everybody straight? Y'all good? Let me ask y'all this. How y'all want to run this? We can either, and it's totally up to y'all. Let me just set this up for y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all want to run this. And this may sound crazy when y'all answering it, but it's all good. Would y'all rather enjoy the show? Cause Salt and Pepper Lounge, y'all my clients. Y'all can have it y'all way, okay? Would you rather big Voch and little content, or big content and little Voch? Y'all let me know as I set my Celsius and grab this apple slice that's going crazy right now. Dog, they got apple slice in my. Kunta says little Voch, okay. Marcus Harrison in the back, snazzy as hell. You know how I go. Big Voch, big content. Big content, big Voch. I'll choose for you. We always go big Voch. We'll just do it like this. We always gonna go big Voch. We gonna always go big Voch if it's up to me. All right. Here's what Brandon Cooks had to say. They was asking him all kind of questions, and you can see by the look in his face, he was sick of listening to him. He was giving him the Phil Collins face. Y'all see Phil Collins back there? Brandon Cook was already sick of listening to him in the first place, but it was like Brandon Cooks, something, Jalen Tolbert, something. And let's just listen to Brandon Cooks and what he had to say. Band, I need y'all to. There we go.
Jalen came up here and said that he said you're not going to let him fail and he's not going to let himself fail.
No, absolutely.
What do you see
not.
in JT so much?
I mean, the kid's special. The ability, the talent is there, and I just look forward to him really getting his shot, being out there. He's going to work for it. That's one thing he's going to do, and he deserves that opportunity, and I can't wait to see it.
Now, I think that's important coming from Brandon Cooks, right? Because the big news around the road is, Zay Jones was kind of in the building and he left and went to Kansas City. He probably going to be in Kansas City. One thing that's strange about the whole Zay Jones thing, and I don't even want to say strange, right? But I'll just say interesting about the Zay Jones thing. There was a lot of people on the internet acting like Zay Jones is somebody. That was very peculiar. It was a very interesting thought that we was really, going a little crazy on Zay Jones like that. Yeah, you would love to have him because any extra, help would help. I mean, any extra depth would help. But I don't think that any outside wide receiver is going to help you more than Jalen Tolbert this year. I actually got a theory about who your true wide receiver 3 is going to be, but we'll talk about that later. Hold on, Chad. Wait. Hold on, Chad. We're going crazy, boy. Wait. Somebody got mad because we didn't get to the content and the Jazz was playing. Dog, that's why you come to the Salt and Pepper. Dog. But yeah. So Zay Jones, even if he comes through, I don't think Zay Jones is going to be a guy that's going to beat Tolbert straight up, and I don't think Zay Jones is going to be much of a teams dude. So he's definitely not beating Turpin straight up. So in real life, it's like Zay Jones versus Flournoy and Jalen Brooks. If I'm gonna add somebody, I want to add somebody significant. If I'm gonna add somebody, I want to add somebody to make sense. I had the same sentiments when it came to draft, right? There were so many wide receivers that I feel like could come in and be your wide receiver 3 straight up. But if those wide receiver 3s weren't better than Jalen Tolbert, I don't want to waste my time. I could use that pick on, somebody else. So right now you got Jalen Tolbert as your current wide receiver 3 and a damn pool stick fight between Flournoy. Oh, hold on, Chad. Wait a minute. I know y'all hate when I just. and a pool stick fight between Flournoy and what's his face there, Jalen Brooks. So I don't really think Zay Jones would bring very much to your room, and I'm going to explain later on when we get to another soundbite. But let's finish listening to what Brandon Cooks had to say about Jalen Tolbert. Brandon Cooks called Tolbert special. Let's listen to the rest of it.
Yeah, he was out there for a little over a week in Oregon. Yeah.
Have you done that before, guys, coming out to you?
He came out just a couple of days last year, but I wanted to have him out there a little longer this year, just kind of to show him the ropes, right? You know, for me, I remember Steve Smith let me stay at his house for a couple weeks when I was young. It's all about passing along, right? You gain knowledge, you pass along. That's what this game is all about.
Anyway. Voch, you need help. This elevator music is hard to listen to. Joe, get him. Seize him. Seize him. Y'all tripping. So, look, man, I like the angle of Brandon Cooks, being, and Joe got him too. No, Marcus got him. So look, I enjoy the idea of Brandon Cooks being, mentor guy. I can support that. I just don't want Brandon Cooks to be out here like lying to nobody, right? He said Jalen Tolbert is special, and Jalen Tolbert is very much so overdue for the kind of season that we're gonna need from him, right? And really, I know there was a lot of us that that may have been upset that the Cowboys really didn't go in on adding a third receiver, but let me just ask you something. I don't want to look at it from can you be better than Jalen Tolbert anymore? Because Jalen Tolbert here, we didn't draft nobody. Jalen Tolbert's here, we didn't draft nobody, right? So now, what I think we should be thinking about, since Tolbert is here, I think what we should be thinking about is this person better than Michael Gallup? That's a question I haven't even considered myself, right? Because I'm up here, I'm in draft mode. I'm constantly thinking, who the next guy is going to be, what player's next up, what player can help us, who is going to replace who, right? And we always get into the be better than Tolbert, be better than Tolbert, be better than Tolbert. In real life, are you going to be better than Gallup? Because this is what I thought about as I queue up my next clip. It's going to be Dak Prescott talking about Jake Ferguson, and it's going to be kids screaming. Breaking all the rules to the salt and pepper, by the way. Let me go ahead and cue up Dak real quick, because Dak about to start smoking this. If you think about the Cowboys offense last year, and one day I'm going to do a video of why Voch thinks the Cowboys offense this year will be better than the Cowboys offense next year. And I think every bit of the offense will be better. I mean, we got to figure out running back. If you match your running back with your running scheme, with your running game, I mean, all that'll make sense in the long run. That can be an improvement. But we only really used 2 receivers last year. We only really used 1 receiver last year. And I'm not saying that that's a great idea to just feature CeeDee Lamb in that way, but shit, we won games. We was the number 1 offense, since the bye week, right? Since like week 8. You know what I'm saying? So, in my mind, if we do everything that we did since week 8, but we do it again since week 1, and we improve the small things like Tyler Biadasz. We improve the small things like, all right, Jalen Tolbert, give me something more than what Gallup is giving or what Gallup gave me. And let me just knock on wood for Gallup. And let me just keep it real about Gallup. Gallup was the best receiver versus Green Bay last year. No loud sound. Shh. Hey, yo, Lemmy, I saw that comment too. I laughed. Listen. I know Gallup was your best receiver in Green Bay last year. No. Maybe they didn't game plan for Gallup. I don't know. Maybe they just did what they did to shut down CD. They shut down Cooks. They shut down your run game, and they just said, fine, we'll just let Gallup shoot threes. And that was the one day Gallup had a jump shot and just banked them all. Apple slice. I know, chap. So now, in my mind, and I could be wrong, but we feature CD since game one. We, because Brandon Cooks, he didn't have the yardages that we want. Because people look at Brandon Cooks' game logs and all that and be like, well, but Voch, I am definitely ready to get hurt. But look, it's like Voch, Brandon Cooks didn't get 1,000 yards receiving, right? But he scored 8 touchdowns, which is a lot, which is plenty, right? Improve Brandon Cooks next year. Maybe he will be 1,000-yard receiver. Maybe he'll get more than 8 touchdowns. I think they really found something with Brandon Cooks as a red zone receiver, back right end zone. I mean, y'all can go back and find the highlights, or I can do a film session for you if y'all want to, right? But Brandon Cooks in the back right end zone, Brandon Cooks to the outside, Ferguson in the Ferguson up the seam. Like, I think we were on to something. We just started in the middle of the season, and we just couldn't sustain that. We couldn't figure out what to do in the damn postseason. And that's what's upsetting, right? So in real life, think about how upset you were about the whole Michael Gallup thing. Give me 30 seconds, chat. We're doing this on the fly. Think about how upset you were about the whole Michael Gallup. I don't even know where he playing at. Michael Gallup. And every picture of Michael Gallup on Google is just him upset looking. Game log. Let's see what Michael Gallup did last year. Here we go. Michael Gallup gave you a whopping 34 catches. He with the Raiders? All right. Michael Gallup played all the games, by the way. He gave you 34 catches for 418 yards and 2 touchdowns. I got to break my no loud sound rule for this. In the playoffs, he was 6 for 6 for 103 yards, dog. All right, no more loud sounds after that. No more loud sounds after that. No more loud sounds after that. I just had to say, Michael Gallup waited his whole life to go crazy. But just think about this. 0 catches versus Washington. 0 catches versus Detroit. He got targeted. But just 0 catches. He was 1 for 1 versus Buffalo, 3 for 5 versus Philly, 0 for 1 versus Seattle, 1 for 1 versus Washington. And this is a team since the bye week that was the #1 offense. Hold on, dog. Let me just turn this up while I find Tolbert stats. Hold on, Jim. If you on Patreon, y'all know this song made me sad, dog. Y'all just know whoever wrote this was just going through it. All right, and even with Jalen Tolbert's lack of snaps or whatever, right? Jalen Tolbert caught 22 catches for 268 yards and the same damn number of touchdowns that Michael Gallup got. All right, cool. Chat, let me ask y'all a question. And there's no right or wrong answer here. Do you think 2024 Jalen Tolbert will be better than 2023 Michael Gallup? I'll sit and read your responses. The music made me want to pour a glass. That's the point. Joe just called somebody boy, but I ain't gonna say that because he was defending me. Ryan made a fantastic point. It's hard not to be better. Exactly. So chat, that's my point. My point is, if year 3 Jalen Tolbert, if he simply catches 40 passes, 500 yards, I think that's plenty. I think that's plenty. And if I could be real for a minute, like really, really be real for a minute, in this offense in 2024, I believe Jalen Tolbert is going to be wide receiver 4. Here's Ryan Dakota Prescott talking his talk about Jalen Ferguson. Not Jalen. Everybody got damn name Jalen on this thing. Jake Ferguson. It's gonna be screaming kids breaking the rules, but here's Dak Prescott.
What's left for Ferguson to do? What's left for Jake to do? Just continue to get better. He's just. Yeah, sorry. I tried to give it to you earlier.
What these kids screaming at, dog? Where they mama at? Where they mama at with them screaming like that?
Just continue to get better. Obviously you see the jump he made from year 1 to year 2, and he's improved his intensity and his preparation just in this offseason, the way he's treated his body, the way that he's been communicating with me throughout the offseason, whether it's catching, throwing. He's a big-time playmaker for this team, for this offense, and as long as he continues to get better, the sky's the limit for his potential and what he can do for this team.
Chad, I think Jake Ferguson is about to go crazy this year. I think Jake Ferguson's about to go crazy next year. Well, this year. Let me just look something up while we looking up stats. Jake Ferguson. Game log. Now, Jake had a much better year than Michael Gallup. So we said Michael Gallup was like, what, 40 catches for like 400 yards or something? And we said Tolbert was like 20 something catches for like right around that 200, 250. Jake Ferguson has 71 catches for 761 yards. Chat, I don't think it's odd to believe that Jake Ferguson is not only going to be 1,000-yard receiver, but he's going to have more receiving yards and touchdowns than your wide receiver 3. Don't worry about it, Jazz. It's only like 5 of them. It's only like 5 or 6 of them. Don't worry about it. They just make it sound like it's 540 people in here. I appreciate y'all for being here. But listen, if you think about Jake Ferguson, right? And look, he has 7. And listen, all of this is in context. All this is in context of our offense was bullshitting for 2 months. Our offense was really BSing for 2 months. You see what I'm saying? So just humor me, chat. And look, man, I know it's a lot of people. that's finna look at me and be like, yo, Voch, you getting back on that Kool-Aid, man? No, I'm on the Celsius. I'm first and foremost. I'm on the Celsius, and look, this may be blasphemous, right? But look at how these other playoff teams handle theirs, okay? Don't look at how I would say Philly handles theirs. Because Philly only throw to 2 people. And kind of guard it or whatever, right? And then they don't really get nobody else involved. But think about a team, chat, that got a quarterback that can spread the ball around. They got like a stud. And then a dude. And like a tight end that goes crazy. Think about the Tyreek Hill Chiefs, right? Not the new Chiefs, because all they do is drop passes. We don't want to be like them. They play great defense. We would love for our defense to be like that, but they just drop passes for real. But think about that Tyreek Hill era Chiefs, right? Where we're going to feed Tyreek and we're going to feed Kelsey. Everybody else kind of get in where they fit in. You make the catch when I throw it to you, you know? They got a gadgety guy like Mecole Hardman that'll get 2 catches and maybe 3 handoffs a game. That's Turpin. Right? Kyle, I agree. Rashee was good. But I'm talking about like a dude that like, all right, we feel comfortable giving you 15 targets. And look, 15 targets to Rashee Rice is fine, but that's different than 15 targets to CeeDee Lamb. It's different. So one thing I just kind of want Cowboy fans to consider, because y'all know I'm back on the Kool-Aid. I don't get off it too long. I don't get off the Kool-Aid too long. So just think about it. You know what I mean? Like, don't think about how many wide receivers you got. Think about how many pass catches you got. Quiet, did you hear what I said?
Hear what I said.
A quiet, did you hear what I said? Think about them as pass catchers, not as tight ends. You understand? In one game, you may have like 35 targets, maybe 40 targets. Y'all know Mike trying to throw the football for real. So out of 40, let's just say 40 targets in a big game, half of them going to CeeDee. So now you left with 20 targets. All right, cool. Let's see what Jake's average was. Jake got a 6'4", 6'5", 5, 3, 4. So let's say Jake averaged like five catches a game. Pardon me. So targets. So he averaged like seven targets, 8 targets, right? Let's stick with like 8 because that's what it looks like here. Now you down to 12 targets. Cooks will get like 3 or 4, 5. You know what I mean? So those other miscellaneous 6 or 7 targets, Tolbert may catch 2 of them, 3. Turpin may get a little, said Hut. That's 1 target. Schoonmaker may get 1. And if Kellen Moore was here, like Brock Hoffman to catch 1. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of. I don't even think it's going to be a whole bunch of targets for Jalen Tolbert to even be like top wide receiver 3 type guy. So I might be sipping some Kool-Aid. Could be me. I know I'm sipping Celsius. I know y'all sipping your drink because we're in the salt and pepper, but I think we straight, man. I just think we got to figure running back out. I think we just got to figure running back out. Chat, is that truth or cap? The wide receiver core is fine. The pass catchers are fine. We just got to figure out the running back. We got better at center. We improved at center. Left tackle, we'll see. I got faith in him, man. Duke on him, boy. Duke posting that content, boy. Duke say download that app. Hey, download the O-Line Masterminds app because me and Duke friends. Truth or cap, chat? Do y'all think the pass catchers are okay? Do you think the pass catchers are okay? I think they straight. Dak on Ferg, he's emerged. Speaking of offensive linemen, let me go ahead and get this other Dak Prescott clip out the way. They asked Dak about the draft class. They asked him about the entire draft class. They say, Dak, what you think about the whole draft class in general? Yo, Dak was like, all right, the whole draft class? Let me tell you who I'm thinking about.
Have you studied much into the draft class, and if so, what's kind of your takeaway so far?
Yeah, I mean, when you get linemen, when you protect, obviously you get excited. You see a guy like Tyler Guyton and see how big he is. I'm excited, right, to add that. Get him in there with Solari, those other guys, Zach Martin, guys for him to follow. I'm excited for that. And then as well, right, VB. I mean, just another, you go get another guy inside in the 3rd round that can help us. Seeing a lot of good things on him from the people that are the pros in the draft that makes you excited. So I thought it was a good draft. We would definitely handle things that we needed to, create depth and improve on, and excited for it.
Dak ain't say shit about Lurfowl, Nealon, Carson, Rodgers. Boy, look, Dak Prescott cares nothing about your defensive selections. I wish somebody would have followed up and be like, yo, Dak, what you think about the guys on defense? So Dak could have said, fuck off. That's what I wanted Dak to say. And look, shouts out to Nick Harris for asking, man. You know what I'm saying? Nick is the draft guy. You know what I mean? Yo, Dak, Tell us about the 7 or so draft picks we got. Man, Tyler straight, BB straight. We going to work. He got a new wide receiver. Him, man, look. He said, hey, look, man. Hey, look, bro. Hey, we got a new left tackle, man. He's humongous. We need to think about it. We need to talk about this. I got a new center. He's humongous and he's strong. We need to talk about this. Yo, shouts out to Dak, bro. Boy, it's about 4 or 5 people that say we don't like the vibes, boy. Hey, man, we're not playing Kendrick today. I've been talking about hip hop all week, dog. We just, hey. Boy, y'all ain't never been nowhere and got Celsius and apple slices. Y'all ain't used to nothing. Hey, man, they was like, cause look, Dak was always talking about the input at the quarterback position, right? Oh yeah, it's cool to have input on the draft picks and all that. I think that was only important when Dak was looking for receivers, you know what I mean? And that was in the draft that Tober was there and Dak was like, hey, I like Tober. Then you can say what you want to say about that draft pick looking backwards or whatever, but I wonder how much input Dak had into the O-line shit, right? Like, hey, man, Tyron's gone. I'm not finna come out here with Chuma Dogas not knowing the plays. Hey, like, Tyler Biadasz gone. We was gonna get center anyway. Look, I was trying to upgrade as center anyway. I ain't got time, dog. Like, bring me somebody. Bring me somebody. I love how Dak skipped over the second round totally. And look, I think Nealon's gonna be just fine, but that ain't Dak's problem. That ain't Dak's problem. Remember in Boys in the Hood, Furious was talking to Trey. He was like, hey, yo, look, man. He said, look, man, I'm sorry about your friend, dog, but that's their problem. You are my problem. Chat, look me in the eye. You are my problem. Look Dak in the face. Chat, look at me, say it with me. You are my problem. Dak said, hey, man, give me some linemen, bro. And we'll figure running back out. Chat, I'm sure we're gonna figure running back out. But Dak want that protection, man. Dak want that protection. And Cooper BB built like a starburst. Did you see him on Twitter today with his short arms, looking like he off the peanut butter already? Man, hold on, dog. Y'all ain't seen Cooper BB today. Y'all ain't seen him. Y'all ain't even seen Cooper BB today. Y'all ain't seen him. Y'all ain't even. Hold on, dog. Y'all ain't. Ruby Rose trending. Oh man, no. When it hit the fan, are you still a fan, dog? Let me see. Twitter. Make sure nothing goofy on my Twitter. There we go. Do y'all see this child? Hold on. Let me unlock this real quick. I guess that's his mama tweeting. Or his old lady. She said, love your bub. So I'd be mad if my old lady called me bub. So it's probably his mama. Hold on, chat. Let me just get y'all right real quick, man. Let me just get y'all correct real quick. Look at this big old child. Look at this big old child. Look at him. This is, hold on, what's the acronym? PPBB. Pre-PPBB? Oh, wait. Chat. I'm about to hashtag this on Twitter. PPBBB. Pre-peanut butter BB, boy.
Did you hear what I said?
Pre-peanut butter BB. PPBBB. Chat. That child looks like he's ready to step in and play right now. He's ready. Pardon me, that was a bit loud. I'm sorry. PPBBB. PPBBB. Pre-peanut butter BB. Hold the time out. See, okay, so it's only 2 B's. See, I'm saying like it's 3 B's because it's BBB. BB. It's 2 B. PPBB. I like 3 BBs. I'm sorry, Doc. Yo, that's pre-peanut butter BB right there. Look at how big this child is. It's too many P's, too many B's. I apologize. But pre-peanut butter BB is ridiculous. Look at this man. Man, I cannot wait. Dallas, here he comes. Couldn't be prouder of his next journey. Love you, Bub. Anybody named Bub is a savage. Anybody. I'm screaming, let me chill, but this motherfucker. Hey, yo, y'all wanna know something crazy too? No loud sounds, right? Y'all wanna know something crazy too? Somebody was like, yo, Voch, why don't we just send him to Duke too? Man, he been with Duke all off season, dog. He been with Duke. Oh, turn it down. He been with Duke. He been with Duke. PPBBB means something now, but PPBBB next year is gonna be ridiculous. Post peanut butter BB? Post peanut butter BB? Man, all right, dog. Let's get back on track with this with this offensive stuff, all right? I think we're going to be fine at offensive line. I think we're going to be cool this year. I think we're going to be even better next year. Disable the war call. It is a bit loud, isn't it? It is a bit loud to say, you know, that's fair, y'all. My fault. No loud sounds, y'all. I got to follow the rules. I ain't getting kicked out this month because I pay the bills here, but I feel you. Chad, I think we're fine at offensive line. I think we're going to be fine at wide receiver, or fine at pass catcher. I don't even want to call it wide receiver no more. We're going to be fine at pass catcher. Hey, them boys said, hit her with a little flight of the bumblebee. Flight of the bumblebee. That motherfucker said, yo, flight of the bumblebee is crazy, dog. Anyway, running back is the issue here. I think we're having some problems here at the running back position, chat. I know we got Deuce Vaughn. He's one of the characters I got most faith in. Ronald Jones is around. I got a good amount of faith in him. But Zeke is back, right? And I'm still having mixed thoughts about what to think about Zeke is going to bring here, because when we team built, and look, when I say we, I don't mean like me and y'all. I mean like Will McClay and them. But when we team build, you want to avoid redundancies because you only got so much room on your roster here. So when you think about running back now, you have to think about, okay, if you're not the starting running back, are you going to play teams? And that's where I think we're going to find a lot of information here. If you're not starting, are you a teams guy? See, Malik Davis is a notorious teams guy around here. I can see him making it. Rico's starting. And I actually like Rico a little bit, but Rico's been hurt guy forever. We'll see how that goes. This mix of Zeke and Ronald Jones in them is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So we're looking at this whole Zeke situation like, all right, let's see how Zeke fits in this thing. And I'm like, all right, let's see Zeke compete a little bit. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, as long as politics don't get in the way, this Zeke thing will be just fine. If Zeke accepts his role and doesn't put too much dip on his chip, cause Zeke ain't got one of them chips that's like, you know how you can cut a tortilla in fours and fry it, and you could dip the shot of guacamole because it's a little thicker. Zeke ain't got them kind of chips. Zeke got the Totitos out the bag, right? And we got some thick guacamole over here. Pause if necessary. I don't even, y'all pause everything. I don't even know. I think Zeke got a lot of dip on his chip. So in my mind, if Zeke is here and he's willing to consult, he's willing to mentor, and he's willing to go in there and earn his spot and be a rotational guy, I don't have a problem with Zeke. Zeke came out and said this shit.
Your teammates always talk about how they love being a teammate with you and you know, just your impact in the locker room and everything. Has that helped you? I mean, you were the dominant guy offensively when you were here before, and it's going to be a different role this time. Does it help you kind of adapt your kind of team approach to things?
Wrong question.
Where you are individually in your career?
I think at the end of the day, you know, I'm a football player. I love this game. You know, I think I still am a dominant guy. I mean, I got
That's the line right there. Zeke, you a 69 guy. That's the line right there. Zeke says, shit, I still feel dominant, player. Zeke says, shit, I'm still dominant. Shit. Like, yeah, I'm old Zeke, but I'm old Zeke, you know what I mean? No loud Don DeMarcos. Zeke sounding less nasally than before. I got a joke, but I ain't want to say that because we might get the Zeke interview one day. But let's just go back and listen to him.
You know, I'm a football player. I love this game. You know, I think I still am a dominant guy. I mean, I gotta go out there and prove that. But I mean, that's some motivation. But I think we all know, you know, how I feel about competing and leaving it all out there for my team.
Zeke ain't going, y'all. Zeke ain't going, y'all. He's not having it. Now, chat, let me just take a second to ask y'all how y'all feel about that. Are you cool with Zeke taking the competitive route? Basically letting us know it ain't no big three, it's just big me. Oh. Zeke said, ain't no big three, it's just big me. How y'all feel about Zeke feeling that way? Miss Jackie says he better not be an every down guy, goal line only. There's the problem with that. I think this perspective and attitude is better than the alternative. And look, that's fair. I hope it don't turn into an issue though. Like I hope it don't turn into, you know, all right, Tony's the better dude. We can't play Tony because he, you know. But I wonder though, because I've played football before, and anybody that's played sports in general, right? Like seniority is a thing. Seniority is a thing. But NFL seniority is different, you know, because you can be the senior as long as you're there. But like when you leave and come back, like, do you start over? I don't understand those. Like we didn't have transfer portals and shit when I played. You know what I mean? Like whoever you came in with was who you left with. So I do think that it's a different dynamic in the league, you know? Do you relinquish all of your seniority when you leave? I'm trying to think of an example. What's a good example of this, chat? Who's somebody that left and went somewhere else and they came back and maybe they overstayed their welcome as a part of their seniority? Didn't Jason Witten retire and come back and not miss a step or some shit? Did I miss that? Jason Witten did, huh? Yeah, like he left and he came back. Like didn't he go to the booth a little bit? Didn't he go to the booth and go talk? And he found out he was a better tight end than he was like a broadcaster. If Rico is gonna be the guy, I just kind of want Rico's the guy. I want Rico to be the guy. If Rico's gonna be the guy, I just want Rico to be the guy. And if we do take this big three approach and everybody got their jobs, like, hey, Rico's the dude. Ronald Jones thumps his head into people. Lipke is the fullback. Deuce Vaughn is the gadget, kick return, satellite, pass catcher type dude. Like, if that's the role for the four of them, cool. But Zeke, I see a redundancy with Zeke. With Ronald Jones, they're the same kind of dude. But Ronald Jones was much better at his job last year. I just hope this isn't a situation where Zeke walks in. Royce Freeman, I ain't say Royce Freeman. Hey, look, you can shit on Royce Freeman. Royce Freeman, he had like what, 4.5 yards a carry last year? Like Royce was straight. I'm saying Ronald Jones. Hey, look, Darryl Worley, Nolan Carroll, same thing. Same dude. Same thing. Zeke's better than Jones and Lipke. Zeke may be better than Lipke, but I don't know about Jones. Huh. I don't know, but I think it's an interesting conversation moving forward, right? Does your seniority roll over? Do you have does seniority work like minutes on your phone? Is it like unlimited or like is it rollover? Or you just got to reset them shits? It's curious. Also, I just have just a curious thought. There could be the idea that the Patriots are a much more trash team than us. So maybe that's why Zeke declined. But I wonder, with an improved offensive line with a Lipke and Tyler Guyton leaning on people, Tyron was much better as a pass blocker these days. But I also think that's Tyler Guyton's profile, right? Like he's a better pass blocker than he is a run guy. So you get Zach a better Tyler Smith. Cooper Beebe's definitely an upgrade at center. Terrence still a little further removed from his injury or whatever. I think he'll be right back on track. He had a good game in the playoffs versus the Packers. Could the difference in run scheme be a thing? I don't know. But Chad, here's what I got for you. Here's the feature presentation. Let me tell you why I like to hear Sam Williams talk. I don't know how well Sam Williams is like media trained. You know what I mean? And maybe they try to media train Sam, but that shit don't work. He just end up saying whatever the business is. He just says it. And what I like to see, and look, we're all gonna see it, Chad. Look, don't laugh when it happens. But Sam catches himself, right? Because you want to be real so bad. He just want to say what's on his mind, but then he catches himself, and his media training kicks in sometimes. They asked Sam Williams about the coaching staff in general. The defensive coaching staff, pardon me. And the change in the transition from Dan Quinn to Zimmer. Let's just play this shit and we'll talk about it.
Of Zimmer at this point, just working with him and how different he will be. And
Sam looked like somebody that, yo, dog, if I want some answers, I'm gonna get them out of you. I'm gonna get some answers out of you. Yo, look, if you want some good mess, don't go to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott got a black belt in media training, right? He has a black belt in media training. Tyler Smith's really good. Zach Martin just won't even talk to you. You know what I'm saying? If I'm reporting, y'all can gather around the quarterback lock all you want to. I'm going to Sam. Sam gonna tell me. Let me listen to what Sam got to say here.
Of Zimmer at this point, just working with him and how different he will be and Dan Quinn and his approach with you guys.
I just like the fact that he's an old school coach, and he likes stuff done right. Well,
what that mean, Sam? What that mean? What that mean, Sam? What you talking? What that mean? What that mean? Yo, Sam, what that? And I ain't trying to make loud noise in salt and pepper. I ain't trying to make loud noise in the salt and pepper. Chat, let's play a little game, right? Y'all just put it in the chat. I'll be watching. As Sam talks, let's just translate for him. Let's just translate for Sam and see what he say.
You guys.
I just like the fact that he's an old school coach, and he likes stuff done right. Well, I mean, other coaches does too, but like I feel like he's gonna put the best players out there.
What that mean, Sam? Sam, oh, hey, Sam, what that mean? What that mean, Sam? Let's just bring this back a little bit. Let's just come back a little bit.
And he's
you guys.
I just like
time. What was the question? Let me break this down. Let me see.
Zimmer at this point, just working with him and how different he will be, and Dan Quinn and
California love playing in the background. That's important. Here we go.
his approach with you guys.
I just like the fact that he's an old school coach. And
he old school. What's up with all this new shit? All these gadget and gadgets y'all doing? What's all this new analytics y'all got? I like old school coach. Let's see what he's saying.
He likes stuff done right.
Yeah, you know, I ain't with all these coaches that like shit to be done wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because he wouldn't have said that if both coaches wanted things done the right way, he wouldn't have said it. Like that'll be like redundancy, right? You're correct. Like, you know, I'm just listening. I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
Well, I mean, other coaches does too, but like I feel like he's gonna put the best players out there.
I'm gonna let him finish, but we're gonna come back to second number 17, to the 17-second mark.
Yeah, like, and I like the defense. I really love that defense. I love the defense. It's gonna be a lot of fun this year. So,
What is situations?
I'm gonna read supers in a second. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. God bless. God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Chat. This might be telling. I'm just gonna run this back from the 15-second mark. I'm just gonna.
I mean, other coaches does too, but like I feel like he's gonna put the best players out there. Yeah, like, and I like the defense. I really love that defense. I love the defense. It's gonna be a lot of fun this year. So,
What is situations of Zimmer at this point?
right? Well, I mean, other coaches does too, but like I feel like he's gonna put the best players out there. Yeah, like, and
He say Mike Zimmer's an old school coach, and he's gonna put the best players out there. So, Chad, this ain't me being messy. I just think this is, you know, and I'm really just a YouTuber, but people call me media all the time. So let's get in my investigative journalism bag. But we're gonna do it as a streamer would do it. Chad, we're not saying what's true.
It's fact.
Or what's false.
It's false.
I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong, what's real and what's fake. I just simply want to play a guessing game. We just guessing, chat. I want to play a guessing game of who the hell y'all think Sam Williams was talking about. Sam Williams said What am I gonna say? What did he say?
School coach stuff done right. Well, I mean, other coaches.
He wants stuff done right. The best players are gonna play, and I love his scheme. Chat, what y'all think that mean? Chat, what y'all think that mean? Flowers and DA? I can actually make an argument against Dante Fowler because I don't think Fowler played enough. Dorrance Armstrong, y'all might be on to something. You might be on to something. Dorrance will be out there. Appreciate the super chats. I'm gonna read them in a second. Chat, what y'all? Of course, he didn't like Quinn's scheme. He didn't like how it got done, and he didn't think that. Chat, do y'all think J. Ron Curse was one of those guys? And look, we ain't being messy. This YouTube. I mean, we you know, I don't work for .com. I'm just, this is journalism. Man, hold on, dog. What y'all think, chat? JK was one of them? You think Sam wanted to play more? You think Wanye wanted to play a little more? Who else? Who else? Shit, we ain't had no linebackers. Is he? What y'all think? Is he? Boy, Izzy, Wanye, and they just sitting in the back going, I know that's right. Seniority, chat. Is it seniority or is it playing favorites? I'm curious. Then he mentioned the scheme. The usage is going to be different. We do things the right way. I'm looking for a way to blame Biotis. And look, he play offense, but I was so sick of Biotis. I'm looking for a way to blame him. Dan Quinn, love him too. I think that was something that was poignant though, chat. I think that was pretty poignant. And look, we can figure this out, you know, on our own volition or whatever, but Sam don't look like Sam don't look like he lied to us, you know what I mean? Sam, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know Sam like that. It just don't look like he got a lion bone in his body, whether that's good or bad in this situation. I'm just saying, chat. And then it's interesting, I go to Brock Hoffman's podcast, right? Because Wanye is on there. Wanye is another character that got a lot to say. And I know everybody saw the clip of, hey, we're going to stop the effing run. We're going to stop the effing run. I feel you. But I want y'all to think about this clip or listen to this clip. Wanye was on the Brock Hoffman podcast. He said this.
I'm assuming a lot of people have seen that clip of Coach Zimmer just absolutely ripping the Bengals like defense, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like absolutely ripping them. So, like, what are your thoughts on the new staff coming in? Because
Brock Hoffman rocking that chain with the cut off sleeves is madness. But I ain't gonna say that.
I feel like him being an old school kind of hard nosed coach is going to be good for our defense. So, what are your thoughts on that? And just all the new staff members in general.
Just to speak on the new staff, man, they are great people. They're also serious, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And honestly, with the profession we play, we gotta have people that's serious. But to touch on Coach Zim, man, that man likes what he likes, man, and he likes it his way, man. So it's either you get it right, man, or next person up for real. So he's a great coach though, especially the couple weeks I've been around him. Everybody's been around him, man. He coaches to the way that where he wants everybody to get it. And then so when we go out there, he wants us to play fast. But like I said, man, he likes it his way. So you know what I'm saying. You got to get it right.
You need to get it his way, or it's the next man up. You better know what the hell you doing, and you better give Zim what he want, or it's gonna be the next man up. Now, chat, what y'all think that mean? And not only that, but compound that with what you just heard from Sam. Take that and compound that with what you just heard from Brother Sam. Oh, it's investigative journalist, Voch. It's investigative. Chat. We may see a lot of Wanye and Sam Williams this year, and Israel McCormick. We'll see. You snooze, you lose. You goddamn right you do. I think Marquise Bell was one of your better players last year. I don't think that's the favoritism. I think the chat's done a good job of naming the guys. Wanye, Izzy, Sam Williams. Free me. What y'all think, chat? Freak ass Zimmer, he a 69 guy. Freak ass Zimmer, he a 69 guy. Hey, man. What I can at least appreciate is we've heard nothing but good things about Mike Zimmer so far. And we all know that Zimmer has a different coaching style than, you know, backwards had Quinn. And that's cool. And that's cool. But if Mike Zimmer has the hard coaching, then we had the idea floating around. I mean, it's just honest conversation here. If Zimmer's going to be the hard coach, we was like, all right, I wonder how many people like quit on this. Quinn in the second half, 23. Chill out. You know, we always wonder like who's going to be cool with the tough coaching on Zimmer. And I can appreciate that everybody on this team that says something about Mike Zimmer, they've said positive things about the old school mentality and hard coaching. I can appreciate that. We're going to take a handful of phone calls, okay? Just in case you need the number, 202-926-1127, access code. 202-926-1127, access code 309104. 5, 4, 3, 2. I got one more clip I got to play for y'all. Gonna be honest, I didn't expect the free me guy to be the one looking for hard coach. Hey, it shocked the shit out of me too. Right, Trap? It shocked the piss out of me too, but what are you gonna do? Can we do honestly all that? Can we do that? Thank you. Hey. And look, I don't think any of us are here to call Sam Williams soft or anything like that. I don't think that's the case. The music do sound kind of zesty. That must be y'all. that must be y'all. This y'all, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Some of your favorite hip hop artists have sampled jazz music and built their career off jazz music. Y'all young people bugging today. That's why we don't let y'all in. That's why we check y'all ID at the door. That's why we don't let nobody over 28 years old into the Salt and Pepper line. That's why we check your ID. That's why you can't get into some place. That's why, you know what? That's why goddamn Turkey Leg got a dress code right now, because it's like That's exactly why they don't let y'all wear jerseys at Turkey Leg Hut no more. Because motherfuckers like you. No loud sounds. No loud sounds for the youngsters, man. We got one more clip from Wanye Thomas. Let's listen to what he got to say. He's talking about some of the young characters, the young defensive players. The young defensive players that are going to, be taking a bigger role next year. And these are 4 guys that Wanye thinks is going to take the next step. And the first name he brought up was interesting.
Some other guys that you think going into year 2, going into year 3 that have made.
Okay, time because my band going a little crazy right now. And Brock in here whispering. That's okay, Brock out here whispering. That's cool. We'll turn Brock up so we can listen to band. So we can hear Brock, see what Brock talking about.
Some big improvements this offseason to OTAs on the defensive side of the ball.
I would really honestly say Junior Fehoko. Let's see.
Okay.
Honestly, him, Demo, obviously.
Yeah.
Pee-wee.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, those 3 right there are 3 guys that I think that is going to be in this league for a very, very long time for real, bro. And then Eric Scott, other corner. Eric, man, a lot of people don't know, but Eric can play, bro. Eric can ball out, bro, for real. So those really 4 guys I'm really excited about because they're all honed in and tuned in to the new things we're running, and I think this defense can fit them very well. So
yeah, no, I think Demo coming off his knee injury, like I know he looks a lot bigger. I know he's kind of put on some weight in like a good way. So I'm excited to get him back on the field for us because that dude can freaking fly, bro.
I wasn't expecting him to say Fehoko first. I wasn't ready. Chad, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't ready for him to say Fehoko first because Fehoko was just a guy that I wasn't just ready for him to just. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for Fehoko to be the first guy that he mentioned, but he did. He did. Overshown makes sense because we've seen Overshown play these preseason games, and Overshown looked really good. Like he excelled in preseason. Like some people just play in the preseason and they look cool. Overshown excelled in preseason. All right, cool. Tyrus Wheat made game day rosters. When they could have elevated Fehoko, they brought up Tyrus Wheat. And they put Fehoko on the fake injury list or whatever, and that's cool. But I can see why Tyrus Wheat would be a guy that'll take the next step. I didn't think that Eric Scott was going to come out of his mouth. So, but hey, they had some high hopes for Eric Scott, right? I guess they saw something that we didn't see, but Eric Scott had a pretty big camp behind him. Eric Scott's a DQ guy, not a Zimmer guy. So we'll see. But Junior Fehoko was interesting. Voch sleeping on Fehoko for real? Shit, what a film. Show me the film so I can watch it. Have y'all seen some new Fehoko? Like, have y'all seen what he looks like? Like, is there a social media peanut butter pick? Because Peanut Butter Watch on the way. The rookies report today, and I think they start practice like tomorrow or something like that. So it's gonna be pictures floating around. So we're 100% on Peanut Butter Watch. So when y'all see me on my socials, we'll be doing Peanut Butter Watch. Okay, we'll be doing it. We'll be full-fledged Peanut Butter Watch. Okay, just to see who got big, who did what. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Cuzzo? Cuzzo in the chat chilling. Mozzie, his shoulder hurt. We don't know.
The conference has been locked.
Apparently, Mozzie's been eating good though. I don't know. Let's get into some phones. I know Big A was first. and Silas was second. But this is Salt and Pepper Lounge, dog. Y'all motherfuckers better have some class up in here. What's wrong with y'all? We got Miss Jazz from Bitches Love Sports on the phone. What's up, Jazz?
Hey, Vachi.
Hey, what you got for the show today?
Nothing much. I actually hadn't heard that Sam Williams clip. I had heard about it, where people were saying that Sam had said something interesting, but I actually hadn't heard it, so I'm really glad that you covered that today.
Mm-hmm.
I just find, I don't know if you saw my comments in the chat, but like there are two things that I find interesting about this whole situation. One is that it definitely feels like a defensive parallel of what happened last season when Kellen Moore left, and some of the comments that we heard coming out of the offensive side of the locker room, like when CeeDee Lamb made his comment in one of his times of media availability where he was like, oh, well, we were never on the same page, and then kind of paused and walked it back because he realized that was like a really bad indictment on KM. Like Sam Williams' comments were definitely reminiscent of that. I also find it really interesting that Sam isn't the first player to say something about Dan Quinn, or supposedly about Dan Quinn in that way, right? He didn't call him out by name, but something else I thought about when I was listening to him was, I talked to Osa Odigizua recently, and when he was asked about Coach Z, he made a comment about how he was looking forward to more structure. And I kind of dug into that a little bit, not too much, because, he's in a contract year. Don't want to say too much. But it was just interesting that was one of the first comments that came out of his mouth when I asked him, like, are you looking forward to this coach? He's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to having more structure. I'm like, oh, interesting. So I just think it's interesting that we have yet to hear anything negative about Coach Z, and everything that is being said kind of points to, okay, we're looking forward to more discipline, more accountability, more structure, the right things being done. It's just really interesting overall, like, based on what we're seeing and hearing from the defensive side and a lot of the moves that we're seeing be made by the front office, I really think that despite all the complaining and frustration from fans, especially during the free agency period, I really think the Cowboys might have lucked up and improved a good bit going into this season. So I think it'll be interesting seeing what they do on the field.
Also, too, some you said that was that just made me think of something. Yeah, everybody kind of loves Zimmer right now. Nobody's had a bad thing to say about Zimmer, but nobody's been cussed out by Zimmer yet because we ain't been practicing yet. So I wonder, will this be something that is maintained when it gets hot outside and Zimmer start fussing and cussing people out?
I think it'll depend on what the reasoning is, right? Because one thing that I think we keep hearing, especially from people that we don't expect it from, like one of the things that surprised me in my conversation with Osa, and granted we were talking about anime, but his affinity for characters who are a little bit rough around the edges, who are a little bit tough, who really like to, basically kick ass and take names in a way, right? And I mean, granted, you should expect that from a football player, from a professional athlete. But it's like, I think those are the kinds of things that we don't think about, especially from the players who seem a little bit more mild-mannered and well-behaved in public, right? So I think if it's a situation where they're being pushed to improve and pushed to do better, based on what we're hearing from them, I don't think they'll mind it. Now, if they start thinking that things are being done unfairly, then, yeah, we might hear some complaining. But it sounds almost like they're looking forward to being held accountable, even if that accountability comes in the form of a little bit of rough language or a little bit of disciplinary action.
Fair enough. In the chat right now, Fern, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Fern, that looks like Delisle. Fern Delisle says, is Jazz a reporter? If not, she ought to be. Why don't you tell the good people where they can find some more of your work?
The best place to find everything right now is via Twitter, because all my videos get posted there. And the first article that I wrote in a long time, if anybody's been wondering exactly why Micah Parsons is in Japan, I actually investigated that a little bit, found out why, and wrote about the organization that he's working with. So all of that, my writings and my videos are on Twitter. So I am a reporter of sorts. Right. So you can find me. You can go to bitcheslovesports.com. Spelled exactly how it sounds. On Twitter, it's BTCHESLUV Sports.
Bitches love sports exactly how it sounds. It's crazy. Thank you very much, Jazz. Y'all go over there, check out her good work. She does do fantastic work. There's some great things coming down the road for that brand and for everybody's brand that's involved. All right. Appreciate it, Jazz.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hey, man. Osa even coming out like, hey, man, I'm tired of playing an A gap, man. I want to, be in B gap and stay in B gap. I want to be in B gap and stay in B gap. But anyway, let's get Big A on the phone, see what Big A talking about. Big A, I know you was first, man, but we try to be a little chivalrous here in the Salt and Pepper Lounge. I'm sure you understand, sir. Yeah, Big A, we try to be chivalrous, man, but I understand you was first, man, but that's just how we do it at the Salt and Pepper Lounge. I'm sure you understand, sir. Big A, you might be on mute, sir. Let me just... We'll come back to Big A. We'll come right back to Big A. I rock with Big A, so I'm gonna give him a shot. Let's get my man Cy on the phone. What up, Cy?
What's good with your vibes? Those sound bites are very interesting, and hearing that lady talk about what Osa said, it seems like DQ was really just a cool substitute teacher that lets you do whatever you wanted. You know what I'm saying? You go to high school, you see it's a sub today. He gonna write down your name, y'all chill out and stuff like that. But if you really look at it, the defense and offense is full of young dudes, and people like us, we need that structure in like our lives, especially me being young. So I can see where they're coming from, that they need discipline structure. And Zim might be the guy. In all honesty, he might be the guy. But like you said, they haven't practiced yet, so he ain't really been getting in their ass. No homo, of course, no Diddy. I mean, so
ass, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting though. But those sound bites, it's always interesting to see, especially during the softball games. Someone's going to say something, and it could be twisted any type of way. So that's a nice little view that you posted out there.
Appreciate you, sir. Enjoy your visit at the Salt and Pepper. You feel me? Fantastic point by Cy too. And it goes back to what Wanye was saying, right? Like Wanye had a point where he was like, hey man, it's going to be done Zim's way. And I think one of the biggest contrasts between what we would consider Zim's way and what Dan was doing is like, we'll hear a whole bunch of, all right, we'll let y'all do stunts and gap exchanges, but it'll be to like our discretion. It ain't finna be no our discretion going on. You know what I'm saying? It ain't finna be no, I decided to do this, so we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like Zimmer wants it done his way. No hero ball. All that hero ball shit that was going on that really got us beat a lot of times, it goes away. It's done. And that may be, compounded with what Osa was saying, right? That may be the structure that you're getting with Zim that you maybe didn't have with Dan Quinn. Hey, bro, we're not just going to do shit on the fly. We're going to do exactly what you drew up. Because, that's how Shanahan is great, right? As an offensive play caller, he's great, not from the talent on the field, individual talent on the field, but it's more so about the scheme and y'all working within that scheme and working within his genius. Maybe we have that in Zimmer now, and maybe that's why Zimmer can go out and beat the hell out the Shanahan guys, right? That Shanahan tree. A lot of defense coordinators have had issues with the Shanahan tree, but Zimmer been beating the shit out them dudes since he been calling plays. He's been beating the shit out them dudes since he been calling plays. So maybe instead of Dan Quinn, who's leaning on the ability of the player, hey, Trey, go shut this person down. Hey, Micah, go beat this guy. Hey, DeMarcus, go be violent. Do that. Now we're going to be leaning on all 11 guys playing in one scheme. So that could be interesting. Could be fun to see. Yeah, man, I understand you was first out here, man, and I appreciate you, dog. Salt and Pepper Lounge, you try to be a little chivalrous and all that, so thanks for letting the ladies go first. But what you got for us, Big A? Thank you, sir.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Shit, we finally. What's good with you, Big A? What you got for us?
I am so sorry for that. I'm driving, and I thought my Bluetooth was going to work. I thought the Bluetooth in the car was going to work for me, but it's messing up on me.
Don't crash. Don't crash. But go ahead, though. What you got for us?
Don't worry, I'm almost home.
Yeah, what you got for us?
The only question, I wanted to comment. I wanted to piggyback off your comment with regarding the offense. and the receivers and stuff. And I feel like, personally speaking, it's just going. I think, personally speaking, for me coming into this season, I think it's just going to come down to these coaches. And so, okay, so my first question I would have: how much trust do you have in Robert Prince?
Robert Prince, the wide receiver coach. So how much do I trust in him to develop Jalen Tolbert, Flournoy, and Jalen Brooks? How much do I trust him? I don't really know his track record on developing receivers. I came up in the Sanjay Law era, and Sanjay Law will deter you from thinking about coaches developing receivers and make you just wish that your receiver was just more talented in general. So I think we got talented receivers. But I don't know how much you can develop CeeDee Lamb. I don't know how much he's developing Brandon Cooks at this point. And if anything, I think Brandon Cooks may be developing Jalen Tolbert more than Robert Prince is. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't know his body of work like that. But the answer to your question is I'm not sure about Robert Prince and how much I trust him.
All right, I got you. See, well, because for me personally, I feel like that's the question we got to ask ourselves a little bit. Because, part of the reason, I feel like a good chunk of the season is going to come down to just how much these coaches willing to take that next step and try to push some of these players a little bit. And I feel like for the passing game, it's going to come down to can Lendell Wells get these other tight ends outside of Ferguson up and running quicker than Robert Prince can with some of these younger wide receivers? Because I feel like we're going to need another option. Because I feel like we're going to need another option because I keep getting flashbacks to that Green Bay game, and I know the defense was the major reason for why we struggled in that game. But still, on offense, Jake Ferguson was getting bracketed up, CeeDee Lamb was getting bracketed up, and Brandon Cooks was getting shut down 1-on-1, and you didn't have another guy to step up. In that game, it was Gallup, but Tolbert and them weren't stepping up in that game. So I feel like we're going to need another pass catcher to step up, whether it's Schoonmaker or Tolbert or even Flournoy. Someone's going to have to make some noise a little bit to help out a little bit in this passing game.
Well, see, the only part where I'll just slightly push back on that, you remember the old days to where Zeke was the dude, and they'll be like, all right, so we're going to cloud the box and stop the run, and we're going to dare Dak to beat us. I think it was the opposite last year. I think that they ran a lot of cover 4, cover 6, a lot of deep stuff, a lot of trying to take CD and Ferguson away, and they dared us to run the football. Like, they gave us favorable boxes to run the football against, and we just didn't run the football effectively, So in my mind, I think if we run the football better, I think we'll be a much better passing offense to just take some of those guys away from the backfield or whatever, defensive backfield.
Okay, so I get your point. So you basically, in order for this team to work this year on offense, we got to find a way to get balance.
Yep. Every other team do it except us. Every other team has the ability to run the football and play run defense except the Cowboys.
Yeah, true. That's true. I got you. All right, I got you. Good looking out. I guess I could wait on this last question till Monday, but if any, I'll throw it in. Philadelphia. I understand we don't care about what Philly doing right now, but I can't get it out of my head. What offense do you think they're gonna run in Philly? Do you think they sticking with Sirianni's offense, or are they going to actually run Kellen Moore's offense, and they actually think that Kellen Moore is going to bring Jalen Hurts along as a quarterback?
Man, it don't matter. We're going to beat the shit out of Philly. That's how I feel. Appreciate you, though, Big A. Tap in with me Monday, and we can talk some more about that, all right? Or next show, rather.
All right, I got you.
Appreciate you, brother. Yo, it don't even matter, dog. We're going to beat the shit out of Philly. Hey, real fast, though. Real fast, though. Real fast, though. Got a super chat from JC Cowboys Network. Appreciate you, sir. You're doing some good work over there. He dropped 5 in the super chat, says, keep up the great work, brother. Flame emoji. Appreciate you. Cornelius Edwards dropped a dime and says, peace and blessings, Voch. Swatty cop. Cop. And he says, I'm digging the elevator music. Hey man, the young cats gonna quit playing about this top tierness that they hearing in their earbuds. You feel me? And then Stephen Poe says, thank you, Cornelius. And then Stephen Poe dropped a buck in the super chat, says he's starting opposite of D-Law because Micah is playing Sam linebacker. I don't think we know what the hell gonna happen. I think we have no clue we have no clue what the business is. I think we have zero idea what the business is. I don't know, but we'll see. Chat, another successful Salt and Pepper Lounge. I love y'all to pieces. Couldn't have done it without y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these shows without y'all would just be me talking into a camera. And I've done that for a long time. You know, it ain't nothing that I'm not used to. You know, just talking to 7 or 8 or 9 people. But boy, it's just so much better when it's 600, 700. So love y'all to pieces, Don DeMarco. We're gonna be getting into the Patreon a little bit over the next 2 days. What's today? Thursday. So yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna try to get 2 Patreon drops in between those days. So y'all know we're gonna always watch a ton of Cooper Beebe because we can, and we're gonna get into some long watches of Brevin Span forward to some of these other characters. I really want to revisit Denzel Daxton. I think I gave him a hard time the first time because he played next to Johnny Newton. So you know, of course. What I also want to do is continue to watch some more Cooper Beebe because that film never gets old. So if you have any interest in seeing some of that old film, or pardon me, some of the film from your new Cowboys rookies, the draft picks, the undrafted guys, please tap into the Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. And y'all can hit me up on my Twitter at Voch Lombardi. We'll be going crazy over there. And we'll be on Peanut Butter Watch, okay? Shouts out to all my other Cowboy content creators. Shouts out to Will Steele, Koye Media, Law Nation, Fussy King. Me and Fussy King got a show coming up too. I want to have an extended conversation about Caitlin Carson with him because I think it's worth talking about. All right. With that being said, man, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whisky, man. Bye.